season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Unloads quickly, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Lewis to throw. Finds us back in the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Across the 25. He's got room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense set on first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Got a man. It's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to get gassed.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Might be changing the route. Lewis wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hayden. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Lewis to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Parker. And the returner is stopped.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a call he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. And that one's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Cornhuskers in the hurry up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
And the Huskers have this offense rolling. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Husker. Once he got some room, it was over.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the... He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Quarterback making adjustments. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayden. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And from a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the run, it's Hayden. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock. He gets the first down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Running to the left. And some room to work. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Atkins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis to throw. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll give it to the back. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Raiola. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Going deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have...
Converts on 4th down, and Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. To the air, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Mills. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. At the 11-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. At the 8-yard line. Brings up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. Throwing incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Number 30, set to advance on the football. He He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. On the move, it's Hayden. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Lewis wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch on the left. It's a seam wide up. Touchdown, Colorado. And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over Notre Dame. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Catch in the middle. It's Barney. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Barney.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Give to the running back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Nebraska, 10.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bonner. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got it behind the line. It's Welch.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He wants to go deep. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking left. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on 1st down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have, and then improve it. Like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Lewis wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great...
Breaks into the open. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Might be calling a hot route. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He caught it! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Tight end getting vertical. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement.